of Fragile X syndrome. I used an article to gather information for this topic, which will be posted in the comment section. All the information below came from the National Fragile X Foundation website in the article Fragile X 101. What is Fragile X syndrome? Fragile X syndrome, or FXS, is caused by mutation of a single gene, FMR1, on the X chromosome and is inherited genetically, often unknowingly. Everyone has the FMR1 gene on their X chromosome. But when the mutation occurs, it can cause intellectual disability, behavioral and learning challenges, and various physical characteristics. There is no cure, but therapies, interventions, and medications can often are often prescribed to treat behavioral symptoms like anxiety, aggression, and ADHD. Female carriers have a 50% chance of passing the mutation to each of their children, while males will pass it to all of his daughters and none of his sons. Though Fragile X syndrome occurs in both genders, males are more frequently affected than females, and generally with greater severity. In fact, some females may not experience any of the behavioral, cognitive, or physical features that appear more widely in males. Exactly why males are more often and more severely affected is unknown, but it is believed that it is due to the fact that females have two X chromosomes while males only have one. Can a damaged FMR1 gene on the other? I'm sorry, I missed the whole section. I'm so sorry, I'll go back. Can a damaged FMR1 gene on one chromosome be compensated for by a healthy FMR gene on the other? Because males only have one X chromosome, if they have received a damaged FMR1 gene, it's the only one they have. Life expectancy. The lifespan for people with FXS is not affected because they are not usually there are no usual life-threatening health concerns associated with the condition. Prevalence. There have been a number of studies aimed at determining the prevalence of, I love that hand sign, FXS in males and females. Studies have been undertaken both in special needs, and I put in quotes because that's what they had in the article, population and the gen population. And I know people don't like the word special ed. Sorry for anyone if it offended anybody. Agreed upon prevalence of FXS males approximately 1 in 4,000 to 1 in 7,000, and females approximately 1 in 6,000 to 1 in 11,000. Symptoms, signs and symptoms. In males, we have physical features. No one individual will have all the features of FXS, and some of the features, such as a macroorganism. Oh my gosh, I got it right. Sorry, I got excited because I had problems saying this word at one point. Are more common after puberty. Some of the features are due to poor connective tissues, such as flexible joints, flat feet, and high arch palate. Physical features may include large ears, long face, soft skin, flexible joints, particularly fingers, wrists, and elbows, low muscle tone. Thank you for being proud of me. Flat feet, high arched palate, and then we have large testicles called macroorganism, which is in post pubertal males. Hopefully I said that right. Sorry for anyone if I'm confusing you. Behavioral characteristics. Behavioral characteristics may include sensory processing challenges. We have sensitive fabrics or clothing, loud sounds, crowds, food textures, etc. Hand flapping, hand biting, poor eye contact. We have ADHD. I don't know why that was in there, but that's what it said, which is attention deficit hyperactive disorder, anxiety, autism. I don't know. I didn't write this just so you don't shoot the messenger. I just said what it said. Okay. Increased rate of aggressions and sleeping disorders. Cognitive abilities. Cognitive abilities in FXS include a range from mild learning disabilities to more severe intellectual disabilities. The majority of males with Fragile X syndrome demonstrate moderate intellectual disability, speech and language delay, and motor delay, late crawling, walking, and toileting. Medical issues. Medical issues may include ear infections, also often due to poor connective tissue. We have cross-eyed and seizures. Deposition. Deposition features often include very social and friendly, excellent, I think it's like basically mimic. You can mimic someone else. I think it's intimate. Like my brain is trying to figure out. We can do this, Mariah. Intimating, I think, is skills. Strong visual and long-term memory. Especially nice. Likes to help others. Wonderful sense of humor. And in females, we have behavioral characteristics. Behavioral characteristics seen in males can also be seen in females, though females often have a milder presentation of the syndrome's behavioral, physical, and connective tissue features. Cognitive abilities. About one-third of females with FXS have no to very mild learning disabilities. About one-third have mild disabilities, and one-third have moderate to significant intellectual disabilities. Additional issues sometimes seen as emotional and and mental health issues, general anxiety and social anxiety. A small percentage of females who have the full mutation of FMR1 gene that causes FXS will have no apparent signs of the condition, intellectual, behavioral, or physical. These females are often identified only by another family member who has been diagnosed. I think that's really interesting, though. Genetic and inheritance. Fragile X associated disorders include a wide range of physical, intellectual, and behavioral symptoms that can affect family members in many different ways. These conditions are passed down in families through expansion of the FMR1 gene. Even for genetic professionals, the FMR1 inheritance is complex and confusing, so it is no surprise that families often have questions about the genetics of Fragile X. We start with their background on genetics and chromosomes. We have testing and conditions. Who should be tested? Labs tests for Fragile X, including testing cost and reporting time, and other tests for children for developmental delay. And then the last part is on premutation characters. When you or your family member are told you are a carrier of a fragile X mutation, many questions arise. And that was the last of that information. Is there anything that anyone wants to say before I tell you what next week's topic is? And I think next week's topic, I'm not saying any of these other topics weren't important, but I think next week's topic is really, really important. Next week's live stream is a very, very important topic. And hello to anyone out there that's just watching but not speaking, because I don't want you to feel like you don't have to speak. It's okay if you don't. And anyone that wants to speak, that's okay too. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to write in the chat, because I understand I was one of those people that used to just watch and not say anything, and then I became comfortable with being able to say things. So I don't want anyone to ever feel like they have to say anything or don't. Oh, you don't have any questions? I don't know if anyone else has questions either. I'm just waiting a little bit just to make sure I don't skip anything, because I've done that in the past on accident, so I don't want to do that. And I think actually I think this live stream went better than I thought, because I wasn't sure if I would be able to say that word that I said. That was really hard to say. I had to I figured it. I don't know how I figured it out a random way, because I figured out the word orchid is in there, and then when I saw that word, then I could figure out I knew how to pronounce the other two, so I was like, okay, I got it. It's not weird. Okay, maybe it is, but I'm happy because I'm not good with pronunciation. I'm this pronunciation's always been a challenge for me. And yay, the small wins are also big wins to me. Okay. Oh, thanks. And next week's topic is going to be on Saturday, June 1st at noon EDT, and it'll be on the topic of disability advocacy, disability advocacy and why it is important. And I think this is a very important topic, because I feel like I'm not saying it does that people don't or not don't do disability advocacy, but I think that when you find out what the importance of it. Oh, hello, I'm good. How are you? Um, I was just telling everyone what next week's topic is. Just so you know, this live stream will be posted, so you can see it for anyone that comes in later and like, oh, I missed it. It's okay. But I was just saying, I think that's a really important topic, of disability advocacy and why it's important. That's what next week's topic is going to be, and it's at noon, and it's on the. I can't believe it's the next Saturday is the first day in June, which is insane. Uh, Anyone had any questions before I go? Let me know, because I'm about to sign off. Just to be clear, I don't want anyone to feel like I forgot them or missed them, because I really feel bad when I do that, and I feel bad when people do it to me. Um, oh, just so you know, well, I agree. Change, that is true. Change is a first step in progress. I agree. But also, I also think that people being able to accept change, even though it's not easy. I know for me personally, change is not easy for me, but being able to deal with change at times when you can is good too. Just so anyone that knows, that doesn't know me, that's new to this channel, I am autistic, dyslexic, and in ADHD, so the reason I have pronunciation problems is probably more likely from being dyslexic. So I try my best with the hard words, but I don't always get it right. Just I don't want anyone to ever feel like I'm trying to be perfect. Oh yes, and my name is Mariah, just so you know if you're new to this channel, if you don't know. That's my name. Um, yeah. Okay, guys. I love that. I like watching the chat interact. I don't want to cut it before. Are you guys do want to talk a little bit more before I cut the live, or are you good? Because I don't like. I feel bad when I interrupt people talking to each other. It's just a Mariah thing, probably. I don't know. I'm assuming we're good, but I don't know. Can someone tell me? Are you guys good? Please. Okay, I'm assuming we're good. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys as always. Bye.